Breaking news: Nigeria elections below expectations. INEC lacked transparency. NDI and IRI observers. The International Republican Institute (IRI) and the National Democratic Institute (NDI) Joint Election Observation Mission (IEOM) have presented their preliminary statements on the presidential and National Assembly elections in Nigeria. On Monday in Abuja, the leader, Dr. Joyce Banda, former president of Malawi, congratulated the people for their resilience and enthusiasm. Despite large crowds in some polling stations and long waits, Nigerian voters demonstrated commitment to participate in the process and a strong desire to have their voices heard, Banda said. The mission noted that despite the reforms to the Electoral Act 2022, the election fell well short of Nigerian citizens' reasonable expectations, while the Electoral Commission lacked transparency. Banda said logistical challenges and multiple incidents of political violence overshadowed the electoral process and impeded a substantial number of voters from participating. NDI and IRI confirmed currency and fuel shortages imposed excessive burdens on voters and election officials, while marginalized groups, especially women, continue to face barriers to seeking and obtaining political offices. The delegation observed that the late opening of polling locations and logistical failures created tensions, and the secrecy of the ballot was compromised in some polling units, given overcrowding. Banda said after the polls, challenges with the electronic transfer of results and their upload to a public portal in a timely manner undermined citizens' confidence at a crucial moment of the process. Inadequate communication and lack of transparency by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) about their cause and extent created confusion and eroded voters' trust in the process. The combined effect of these problems disenfranchised Nigerian voters in many areas. Although the scope and scale is currently unknown, the ex-president added. The statement, however, commended INEC for conducting the general elections according to the electoral calendar for the first time in the country's recent history. Nigeria elections below expectations. INEC lacked transparency. I believe this is this body NDI and IRI, the observers, the International Republican Institute and the National Democratic Institute are actually speaking the minds of Nigerians, because if we look around, that is what has been on the lips of Nigerians, that there is foul play. Something is not adding up with all of the games INEC have been playing. And this is the same thing they talked about, that INEC claimed that is because of logistics. They had challenges with logistics, communicating with their officials. What a convenient excuse. What a convenient one. Well, these observers, they are saying that the INEC lack transparency because at some point they were not even saying what the issue is. They lack transparency. And before this election, Yakubu Mahmood, the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, has been saying that same day they are going to transmit results same day. But that didn't happen. It looks as though it was well planned. Let the people cast their votes, and they'll come up with some sort of stories. Much later, they will bring out the figures that they want to display, not the actual vote, not what the people have voted. And we've seen a lot of Nigerians rising up to the occasion, saying that we won't take any form of malpractice. Once we cite it anywhere, to not be taken. That INEC should be playing whatever game they are playing, withholding results that they know the number of votes, that they counted the votes themselves. You can see that it's not business as usual. This particular election, it's really a turning point for Nigeria. If we get it right this time around, we'll know that we are coming out of whatever these are our past politicians have put us into. APC's administration, we've seen hardship. Even this body, they made mention of the currency scarcity and even fuel scarcity. They confirmed that all of these caused a lot of burdens both to the voters and to the officials. This was all planned by President Muhammad Buhari, changing the currency just in a very short period before election. They didn't plan to know how this will affect the sort of effect it will have on the country, the sort of effect it will have on the general election, not just a local government election, a general election. It was all well planned. The good thing is that a lot of eyes are on this election. We know different countries spoke, international bodies, they are watching closely what is going on. Even some countries put out visa ban and restrictions to any politician or anyone who is found who has anything to do with election malpractice. But I don't think these politicians, they even have conscience. They don't care about anything like that. They can go to any length. Desperation, or speaking out desperation. The truth is that if they have so much popularity that they claim that they have, if they have a lot of track record that they claim that they have, if they made a lot of changes and come up with a lot of strategies or a lot of policies that the people have benefited from, is it not the same people that will vote for them? But for fear of not being having done anything, then the result to violence, then the result to thuggery. And INEC, who is meant to be independent, not partisan, not belonging to any party, standing on the side of the people to conduct a free and fair election. What do we get? We get stories from them. Well, this is what the International Republican Institute and the National Democratic Institute Joint Election Observation Mission, this is what they've just presented. They've presented their preliminary statements on the presidential and national elections. What they are stating right now is that the Nigerian elections, it's below expectation, below what they expected, below all of the promises that President Muhammad Buhari made that the election is going to be peaceful, is going to be free. And even INEC itself lacked transparency. Well, guys, let's hear your own thoughts. Share your thoughts with us down below in the comment section. We know a lot of people have been dropping comments how the elections went in their area, how things played out. Let's know your own thoughts. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe till I come your way again on more updates. Bye.